Samsung has had a busy 2020. Despite COVID-19 causing havoc throughout the industries, the Korean manufacturer seems to have soldiered on, releasing a plethora of smartphones that include the M51, the Galaxy Fold 2, the Note series, and of course this oddity, the Galaxy A42 5G. Firstly, the exterior design is unlike anything you'd find in this section of the market. The cascading color tones give it a youthful vibe. It gives off this prism effect when light hits it at a certain angle. This isn't that far off from that of the Galaxy A71, but this looks a little nicer. The same can't be said of the dated teardrop display, however. Its 6.6-inch 720p display is a little long in the tooth. However, because it's an AMOLED display, it's bright and vibrant, which compensates for the less than stellar 720p resolution. In the performance department, the phone has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 750 and a meager 4GB of RAM. That said, we didn't notice any stuttering, crashes or performance issues during our testing experience. This is a testament to how efficient Samsung's One UI is compared to the TouchWiz. That said, we would advise against getting this particular model and hope that you opt for the 8GB variant instead. It's less likely to cause any performance issues later on. The A42 has a sizable 5000 mAh battery that's able to deliver a full day's worth of use with moderate or heavy usage. For less demanding tasks, it should last a lot longer. It's equipped with 4 cameras, a 48MP wide, 8MP ultra wide, 5MP macro and 5MP depth sensor. For the most part, they do a good job of keeping the subject in focus, distinguishing the foreground from the background and capturing a decent level of detail. Most of the pictures captured seem fairly sharp with neutral color balance. Nighttime photography is decent too, although the exposure and contrast could have been better. You can't expect flagship-like performance from a phone like this. It's only meant for casual photo taking and nothing more. The same is true of the 20MP selfie camera. It manages to keep the subject in focus for the most part. The end result is photos that are a bit washed out and undersaturated. Video quality is decent too. The sensors are able to keep the subject in focus quite well. The color balance is not bad. It is on par with most of its competitors that are equipped with 48MP shooters. However, the A42 5G isn't going to win any awards in the camera department. It's only meant for casual photography. You can't expect the moon from a phone in this price range. The phone's saving grace is its 5G antenna and its big battery. Regardless of what you do with the A42, whether it be gaming, diligent note-taking, or binge watching your favorite TV series, the battery should be able to provide at least a full day's worth of use. If you're more conservative with tasks, then you should get a bit more than that. All this boils down to one simple question. Should you buy this? Well, the A42 5G is a tough sell. It's been placed in a market where its competitors, even those in its own family, are far superior in every way except for the 5G part. They at least have 1080p hole punch display as opposed to a teardrop one, and they also have 64MP cameras instead of 48. But if you're able to look past this dated display, the A42 isn't a bad deal. It's a relatively cheap 5G phone with contemporary hardware. It may lag slightly behind phones in its price range, but the fact that it supports 5G makes it a tempting prospect to many buyers. If you're planning to buy this phone, maybe you should also take a look at the M51 or the A71. Both phones offer much better value for money, if you're not looking for a 5G phone, that is. Well, that's it for me. I hope this review was informative for you. Please visit gizmochamber.com for more of such reviews, news and features.